It's getting involved, and getting involved in the world is a scene. Is coming out, being involved, go to festivals, support live music, put your computer away once in a while, put your social media away, and experience live music because there's still nothing like it.
Van's Warped Tour is a travelling festival that occurs in the summertime, setting up and packing down a mini city every day in a new place. For attendees, this is the best way to see your favourite bands from around the world. For artists and crew, it's the ultimate time to catch up with friends that become family over time. This series explores the different cultures that this festival brings from around the world.
The concept of Warped was kind of about bringing the community of bands together, as well as skateboarding. I grew up in California and worked in the clubs 320 days a year, and thought that maybe all these bands should pull together, and skateboarding was always a culture in California, that maybe we could combine them and take them out on the road. And it was more like my kind of farewell to the music business. I was going to go be a school teacher and move on with my life and probably get that real job that so many people are asked to get in our line of work. And it seemed to catch on. Started out, I think it was 6 tour buses and 3 trucks. So it's definitely expanded out. I think what's really expanded out a lot is our nonprofit areas and the education side of it. So it was a lifestyle traveling fair, but it really kind of encompasses a lot of different things now. Well, I mean, the culture is, when you're here in this parking lot or you're here and you see the kids that are really tuned in, I think it's interesting, it's because we are such a cross-section of society. I mean, Warped Tour is a real cross-section of what's going on and, has the ills and the good things, It's susceptible sometimes now to maybe misinformation, maybe thrown out by social media and things, but really ultimately it's a great event. It really is. It's, we've let parents in, come with their kids to make it a safe place. It's difficult to ask me sometimes about social media because, it's great to get the messages out, but if people take time to read the messages or back them up, I think it's very hard in a very crowded market of social media for people to decipher sometimes a band to stand out. There's so much information coming. I think people are taking tidbits and not taking time sometimes to really, learn about that band or their music or sometimes about that issue. What is the future of this scene? Right now, I think that scene needs to really pull together. I mean, in the early days, it was the Bad Religions, the No Effects would always come and help to support the younger bands. Then we went through the Hughes and Taking Back Sunday in that world. Right now, I think a lot of bands are, there's not a lot of people thinking long term. I think they're thinking short term. Some of the bigger bands that could support these younger bands need to start looking out for them. Because if not, it's a cycle. And if they don't look out for the younger bands, they'll age out, their bands will become less relevant, and there won't be a scene for these bands. It's a tricky, tough time.